All right. So welcome back to Studio 39, aka the Bear Cave, man. I'm Rob Odie. We got another episode of Spotlight 39. Just like we do every time, we got another young man with another story to share. But before we get into all that, we're gonna do what we do. I'm gonna ask you to please make sure you hit that subscribe button if you don't already. Please continue to share on all your social media, right? Because we need to continue to get this thing to grow. We're helping a lot of kids, man. A lot of kids got story to share, man. They got dreams of playing next level ball. So please continue to support the platform so we can continue to grow it. So now that that's out of the way, let's have some fun, man. Let's learn about you, right? The spotlight is on you today. So tell me who you are, where you're from, and all that fun stuff, and then we're gonna have some conversation.
Yeah, my name is Thomas Goldsborough. I attend Kent County High School on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. I play football. I'm a quarterback, and I'm a class of 2021.
Class of 2021 quarterback from Kent Island, right? So
Kent
so
County.
Kent County. So Kent County, which is that's up there. How far are you from the Bay Bridge?
Probably like an hour, 45 minutes,
Oh,
somewhere
really?
in
So
between that range.
oh,
Yeah,
okay. So you're in Kent County. I got you.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. Cool. So look, man, you just got me sidetracked. It's all good. So let's let's talk about some of the things that make you stand out as a quarterback, right? So class of 21, so you're coming into your senior season, right? So you got one
Mhm.
one one last ride with the team. Fingers crossed that it gets to happen with COVID, but what are some things that make you stand out? What are some of your specific strengths, you know, that coach would say or something that, you found within yourself?
Um, I feel like uh, my strongest trait I have as a quarterback is my ability to connect with my players, and sometimes quarterbacks, they're probably the smartest on the team, and being able to get on the same page with your guys, that's playing those 11 other guys is just, it's great, and I do that very well. I'm a very good communicator, and I make sure communication is key to me, and I want everything to flow nice and have a solution to anything that might pop up.
Okay. Okay. So we got the leadership, right? I mean, that's clear and exactly how you just described yourself, right? So I'm
Yeah.
loving that. Let's take that and let's flip it, man. So what is something that you took from last season, right? That, you were either coach, said, "Hey man, let's work on this during the off season," or something that you recognized and said, "Hey, I'm going to work on this." What is that? And what have you done to really dig deep into it, especially now that we've got an extended off season with COVID.
Um, the mental side of the game. As
Okay.
far as like recognizing defenses, different coverages. Um, this off season, I find myself whenever I get bored, I go back and watch old film. See what I can do better on this play. I remember all the plays, from each game that I made that was bad. So I'll go back and see what I can fix. Make minor tweaks, and then just sometimes go back and identify some coverages and if I made the right read or not. So
Okay.
just trying to get mentally sharper.
Okay. I like it. I like it. So during, obviously you're trying to do that, right? So specifically, what are you doing to improve in that area, if you don't mind sharing?
Um, I look as far as like when self-assessing myself. I look at my footwork. Footwork is key, especially at the quarterback position. I try to, your feet are married to your eyes. Trying to see if I miss a throw, that's because my feet, weren't set, or I didn't get the right push off. So I look at a lot of my footwork, and then like on the coverage side, um, I just gotta realize that a lot of teams are going to play the same thing because the type of offense that we run,
Sure.
is really on a handful of coverages you can run against that offense. You know what I mean?
Right,
So,
right.
just recognizing stuff like that.
Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. So you've got the skill set, right? We've got a plan in place, to get mentally sharper in the game. But what's your sharpness look like in the classroom, man? How's those grades?
3.7. Yes,
You were
sir.
excited, boy. I'm shooting that out there, boy. 3.7. I like it.
3.7. Yes, sir.
Has that been a
Yeah,
trend, or is
yeah.
that something that you've worked hard to get, man? Because you seem excited to throw
Yeah,
that out there.
yeah, definitely. So like my parents, they're really hard on me, like especially when it comes to academics. My dad told me if you don't have a 3.5, you can't play football. So
Oh
I've
wow.
always kept, yeah, so I've always kept above a 3.5. So I mean, I don't play around when it comes to my academics.
Awesome.
4-year plan for a 40-year plan. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
Okay, I like that. I like that, man. So with that plan, right? Let's talk
Mhm.
about your potential future. Let's talk about your recruitment. How's that going for you?
Um, it's been interesting, very interesting.
Okay.
A lot of schools come and go, but I've been fortunate enough to attend a few showcases, like Best of the DMV, which was
Okay.
hosted by Coach Donnie Zimmerman, and then I also attended First State Preps. There was a showcase held in Delaware, and all these college coaches, came in, and basically just evaluating you, seeing, showing them what you got, and
Okay.
I picked up a few schools, from each of those showcases, so it's definitely been a blessing, and
Cool, man.
yeah, very fortunate.
Yeah. So just being that you're in the area, you're not terribly far from Pittsville, Maryland. There's a showcase coming up. I believe mid December, if I'm not mistaken. I know Salisbury University, and then a handful of other programs from different states. In the area. It's a big
Hmm.
showcase that's going down. One of my young men that I spoke to, he's quarterback in Pennsylvania. He'll be
Uh,
at that showcase. So I wasn't sure if you're aware, but I figured I'd throw it out there. I can shoot you the info, when we go offline. But it just made me
yeah,
think of it, so I figured I'd throw it out there. Anytime that you can go out there and throw a football, man, you're ready, right?
yeah,
Get
yeah. Why
something,
not? Got to.
got to get some form of normal going, right?
Yeah.
Uh, so you've done a couple of showcases. Have you been to any rival camps or any big camps like that over your
Uh,
couple of year career?
no. This year I was like in the springtime. That's when I was really like trying to go out there and do it. But of course, COVID happened, so it's kind of just shut everyone down.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get out to any of those camps. But over the summer going into my junior year, I was able to try out for the USA national team.
Okay.
I tried out in Baltimore for the regional. I made it to Ohio, and unfortunately, I fell short. There's 3 stages. I made it to the second stage, but it was definitely worth the experience. I made a lot of friends there, and just
Sure.
overall good coaching.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can network like that, win or lose, whether you make it or you don't, the networking itself pays for it, pays for itself, I think, because you can take,
Definitely.
you can always take a lot away from that. So that's cool, man. So you've got and we won't name programs, but if you don't mind sharing with us how your recruiting started, right? You can share as much or as little as you want, obviously, but this is, to help, other student athletes that might not have their first blessing, and they're still waiting on it. So if you don't mind sharing kind of how that started and what those conversations look like when coaches started reaching out to you.
Yeah. So my end of my freshman year, I got an app called NCSA. It's called
Okay.
Next College Student Athlete, and it's just kind of it's a great program that jumpstarts your recruiting. It gets you in contact with coaches, and from there, I just kind of build it off of that, and I started to look up, what schools I might be interested to, and I sat down with my mom and my sister. My sister currently plays at Millersville. She plays lacrosse there,
Very
and
nice.
so she was definitely a help, as far as like picking what schools I want to go to and how to get in front of them. And from there, once I found out which schools I wanted, I would go to their showcase, or the camp they'll have, usually like a day camp, and
Sure.
show them what I got, and then just email them, your mid season film, whole season film, all that good stuff, and those conversations, they like, you can tell when a coach likes you because either one, he'll just come out and say it, or
Yeah. I
you
mean, a lot
guys
of times they're pretty straightforward. It's a business, right?
pretty straightforward,
We want
yeah.
you.
Yeah, or sometimes you kind of have to like get it out of them. You have to ask them certain questions, like, what do you like about my game, and stuff like that. And
Sure.
it just really depends on the coach, really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Some are old
but
school and some are, let's stop beating around the bush. This is what it is. So yeah, no,
yeah,
definitely.
this is what it is. Yeah,
Cool, man.
yeah,
So, and, did much of it come from in person? Because you were going to these showcases, or did you get some activity
yeah.
on social media? What did that look like?
A little bit of both. Twitter was definitely a big help.
Okay.
Twitter, that's going to be your best friend for any high school athlete. Throughout high school,
Absolutely.
Twitter is your best friend. That's where the coaches are. Um, just seeing coaches on Twitter, following them, and if you're able to, you can DM them, and then I start a lot of conversations that way. Ask them how they're doing and stuff, like a casual conversation, and kind of ease your way into, you
Okay.
know, the football side of it.
So
So
don't just throw the highlight film and say, "Hey, coach, check me out," right? Because at that point,
yeah,
you're
because
probably gonna
you
get
got to
lost in the
think like,
mix, right?
yeah, so there's a lot of other kids doing the same thing.
Yep.
You got to
So you
stand
got to
out.
figure out the difference, right? Find out what makes
Yeah,
you different from the next, right? Nah, man, I think
yeah.
that's fantastic, man. I appreciate you sharing that. So
Yep.
look, let's transition from all the sports talk. Obviously, that's what this is about. But I think more importantly, let's find about who you are, right? So who are you outside of being a student athlete? What are you involved with? What do you enjoy doing, man? Who are you?
Outside of school, outside of school, football, all that. I'm like an at home person. I love to be around my family. Love hanging with my friends. Very, very chill. I kind of just go with the flow. And I like to have fun sometimes, but on my free time I do a lot of working out and
Okay.
and just training. You're just staying ready and stuff like that. And on my downtime, when I'm taking a rest, I'll kick back, watch a couple movies or something,
Okay.
go grab a bite to eat, just talk to my family because, I don't have much time left. I'm gonna be in college soon, so
Sure.
gotta make
Sure.
it gotta make it worth it, while I have it. So,
Nah,
you
man.
know,
I like that. I like that. So check this out, man. We're gonna close it out with the same question I do every time, man. And that's what motivates and what drives you to want to wake up tomorrow and be that much more successful than you were today?
I would definitely say my mom and my brothers. Um, you know, I'm the oldest of six,
Okay.
and what do you call it? I just want to be the best I can be for them, and for her. I want to move them into a better lifestyle, give them what they always wanted. And at the end of the day, it's not about me, it's about them and what I can do for them. And that's what really keeps me going. It's just them. And seeing how hard my mom works, I want to work twice as hard.
Got to do it for your mom, right?
Got you.
I like it, man. I
Yeah,
like it, man. Anytime you can find that deep hunger, man, you're going to continue to eat, right? Because you're going to keep pushing
for
yourself.
sure.
So cool, man.
Definitely.
Look, so I appreciate your time. I'm gonna close it out with just asking all the viewers out there to continue to subscribe, man. I know I shouted out at the beginning, but please continue to
Yeah.
subscribe so we can continue to grow this platform, man. I think it's a great thing what we're doing here. The support has been incredible. It's been overwhelming, to be honest. We're growing much faster than I anticipated, but that's always a blessing, right? I'll get caught up. It's all good. So uh, I'm getting off track, man. But I'm Rob Odie. This has been another episode of Spotlight 39. With another fantastic story that we just got to share. So until next time, we'll chat. Stay safe, stay healthy, my man. Good luck. Hopefully, you get to have that season.
Good luck. Thank you.